Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sport, and the news has officially been confirmed. Pollard is on his way to France and will officially join up with the Springbok squad tomorrow in Paris as he officially replaces Malcolm Marx in the Springbok World Cup squad. Before we talk a little bit about exactly what has happened to lead us to this moment, whether this was always part of the plan, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Right, so we put in a video earlier where we had it on good authority, and we spoke about the fact that there were reports that Pollard was going to be the official injury replacement for Malcolm Marx in the squad. Whilst not a like-for-like replacement, replacing a hooker with a fly half, the Springboks had already indicated that there were other hooker options in the squad and that they were happy that there was sufficient cover, and as a result would not necessarily look to replace Malcolm Marx with a hooker. That obviously started all the speculation about potential other players who could come in, with Pollard's name being touted around the most, and that has officially been confirmed. A Springbok press release that came out earlier says as follows: Springbok fly-half Pollard will join the national team in Paris on Monday after being called into the squad to fill the vacancy created by hooker Malcolm Marx, who was ruled out of the Rugby World Cup in France earlier this week due to a knee injury. The inclusion of Pollard, who returned to the field on Friday for English club Leicester after a calf injury ruled him out of a contention for the World Cup squad, brings the full complement of players in the team back to 33. Pollard was a member of the World Cup winning team, obviously, spent some time in camp with the squad for the final two warm-up games against Wales and All Blacks in August. Springbok coach Jacques Nienaber has explained the decision to call up Pollard rather than a forward, saying, "We are confident with the hooker, with the cover we have at hooker with Bongi Manambi and Dion Free, and Marco Verstappen has been slotting in the position since our alignment camps in February. So we opted to call up Andre, who has been in our system for years and who was a member of our team in 2019 when we won the World Cup. He's been working hard to return to full fitness, and we are pleased that he now has some game time under his belt for his club, and this will allow him to slot back into the team. We'll work close with him in the next week to get him back up to speed and back into the full swing of things, and we have no doubt he'll step up to the challenge. He's been here before, so he knows the physical and mental demands of the World Cup." It's the third World Cup, actually. And the Springboks will be making the journey from Bordeaux to Paris tomorrow, where they will link up with Pollard, who will obviously join them coming across from the UK. We kind of always knew this was going to happen, didn't we? We always knew that Pollard was potentially going to be, and more than likely going to be, part of the World Cup at some point, despite his initial exclusion. Lots of people, there are conspiracy theories saying that they're going to, they're going to pull somebody out, for example, that they were going to, be an injury in inverted commas under some shady circumstances, which I never really bought into. But I think that if there was ever going to be an injury, Pollard's name was always going to be one of the first ones on the list to get him back into the squad. And what's interesting has been the reaction. A lot of people are very happy about it, very excited about it. Some people are a bit skeptical about it. And it's interesting to sort of see where we sort of sit with the whole Pollard idea. Now, the big thing for everybody seems to be the goal-kicking issues, of which I think there were 4 misses today. Out of 12 tries, so 4 out of 11 were missed, which means 7 out of 11 were successful. No Libok involved today, for example. The goal kicking has been a bit of a concern and has been a big talking point for surrounding the Springboks throughout the World Cup campaign, with a lot of people calling for Pollard to be included simply based on that. And whilst he does have a very good kicking record, it's not world class. If you look at his numbers in the last 2 World Cups, I think he operated about 74 and I think 77% across the 2 World Cups. But he came really good in the playoffs back in 2019 and slotted some very important ones. During the sort of the quarters, semis, and finals, and so everybody sort of says they're saying that he can hold his nerve, for example, and you can rely on him in the big moments. He's never been a fly half who's operated in the 90%, for his goal kicking. For example, over the course of the tournament, we've seen George Ford kick really well. We've seen Johnny Sexton look brilliant. Somebody like Emmanuel Bafeli, for example, absolute world class goal kicker. I'll never put Pollard in that same bracket. But he has been there before, and there's no doubt that it is a bit of an issue. But what a lot of people are saying now is that the way we're playing with Amani Libok and Dane Williams is very different. And a lot of people are saying that they're really enjoying what Amani Libok brings to the table with regards to a bit more sort of attacking output, a bit more sort of a positive, sort of mindset from attacking perspective, and far more sort of multifaceted. So it's a very interesting sort of juggling act that the Springbok management now have to do, whether they look to try and force Pollard back into the side where they can keep backing Amani Libok, who definitely has created more opportunities, and we definitely are a bit more of an attacking natured side with him there. So you've got to try and sort of weigh out the pros and cons. A lot of people talk about the fact that Pollard could be playing an inside centre maybe, and therefore could take over the goal-kicking duties whilst Marnie operated at 10. We saw a 10-12 action with Alton Yankees, for example, and Andre Pollard, so it's not up the question. And a lot of people saw the speculation that he was going to be running around at 12 a little bit during the August sort of games before he was actually ruled out. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below whether you think it's a good thing or a bad thing he has been called up, and whether it excites you or whether you're a little bit worried. I want to know what your opinion is down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.